So, do you know about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah, nobody.
Tekashi said that he's not going to check in, regardless of where he goes, in any state. First and foremost, what does checking in mean?
Shit, checking in, man, just checking in. You know what I'm saying? Like you check into a hotel. You know what I'm saying? You check in with your peoples. You know what I mean? If you got peoples. If you don't got no peoples, I don't see I don't see who you gonna check into. The person you supposed to be scared of from that spot or something.
Right.
Checking in, you check in with your folks. I mean, I don't know. I was gone for a while. I'm not familiar with the check-in system. You know.
Well, I think Nipsey Hussle did an interview, and he said that it's kind of like a friendly threat, saying like, yeah, you got to check in with me so you'll be okay, but after that, it's kind of hard to sort of really fathom this whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think if you run in the circle of someone, then you're going to check in naturally. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm finna be in your town, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hold me down. We used to do that with the cats in New York. Shout out to DJ Scratch, EPMD DJ. Couple more cats, Supreme. He down now, but his boys BJ and them, they come hold us down. You know what I mean? And make sure we was right. You know what I'm saying? When we was out there, and then before we slide out, you know what I'm saying? They'll come, okay, cool. And we make them kind of exchanges and had love in Harlem, all that. But when you go to other spots, I go to Atlanta, I got homies out there. So I'm going to check in with my homies because I'm going to want to be right when I'm out there.
Right, but if it's not your homie and they're saying that you got to check in?
Check in with who? Who I'm checking in with? I mean, who am I checking in with? Who's the man out here? If it's a certain man. Now I know they got certain states where, in certain cities where this particular person is, his name rings loud. So, I mean, you can probably go check in with him if you want to be cool with the underground scene. You want to be able to move around and touch bases, not on a commercial level.
Well, I think what it's really referring to is that people start creating these no-fly zones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where, and I think it kind of happened to Tekashi to a certain degree where, yeah, he was hopping around LA a little bit, but he wasn't doing any shows.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think he was supposed to do a show in like San Diego, and that got canceled.
Right.
Because a certain figure in that neighborhood would put the word out and said, well, if a show goes down in my city, we're gonna fuck the show up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you got people that do that. So, yeah, I guess he survived it because he back calling himself the king of New York or something right now.
Right. Well, I mean, there was an altercation at the airport. He almost made it.
I saw it. You know what I mean? It was right. It was right for what it was worth, but
and I don't think those were even LA guys. I think they were like some Houston guys.
Yeah, they was holding Rap a Lot.
Yeah. I guess Jay Prince said he ain't got nothing to do with that.
Got goons everywhere. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting thing, man, because I guess this is what happens when you claim to be gang related.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really roll around with cops. That's security.
No, that will get you off the gangster radar immediately.
Right. Like me personally, my security is cops.
Right.
In LA.
Right.
Everybody knows that. I could freely talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're a civilian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which because to me that's the best choice. Because you want to go up against LAPD. That's the biggest gang in LA.
Pretty much. They cover a lot of territory.
I don't think there's a pretty much about it.
Hey, they cover a lot of territory.
I don't think there's a pretty much about it.
Flat out to you. I'll give you that. Yeah.
You're not outgunning. You're not outgunning the LAPD.
You're not.
They'll pull up with those big armored vehicles and the helicopters and all that. Yeah. I don't know a single gang anywhere that has a helicopter.
I don't.
Not in America.
Well, not an attack helicopter, but I know know some with some fly copters, but
Okay, maybe.
not no gunships on them. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Right,
Yeah.
but you ain't going against the
Right. Ain't no
LAPD.
drive-bys with helicopters. There's no flybys that happen in America.
Nah.
LAPD got those.
Right.
LAPD got those. So you kind of sometimes you sort of paint yourself into a corner.
Yeah, you can easily, especially today. You know what I mean? With everything you do being, viewed and magnified. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you can't really hide nothing that goes on if you in the spotlight, because your story is what propels sales of the music and of
Yeah.
the media.
Well, I think because him and Trippie Redd were beefing. I mean, I think they still are beefing, but I guess he was saying that he was paying Crips for, that Tekashi was paying Crips for protection and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
How often does this happen? The paying of gang members for protection?
Very often.
Very often.
Yeah.
How often does that turn into extortion, though?
What's funny about that is that it's extortion from a mental perspective. It's like, that, I got a lot of control around here, and you're a target of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have my level of protection, then you might not survive while you're around. So like you say, you're a civilian. You got the LAPD. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna run up against that? Boom. You got this cat. He got 200-300 people that's ready to ride for him at any minute. He can send a team out with you, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you straight while you move around. You just paying homage for protection. That's if you call it extortion, then it's only mental extortion. You figuring your squad ain't strong enough to hold you down, the one you moving with, so you need an extra level of protection. That's just the extra layer while you're out in that particular region.
Right, but how often have you seen that turn into, well, you got to keep paying me?
If I'm not coming to your city, why I got to keep paying you? I ain't paying you nothing if I'm not, hey, when I come back out there, we gonna connect, you gonna hold me down, you might hit me. Hey man, I got this new artist, man, could you do a song with him for me or something like that? Okay, cool, that's love. So now it becomes love. You know what I'm saying? He looks out, he really fuck with our gang. It ain't really he paying us, it's like we fuck with him now and he fuck with us. So we gonna hold him down while he out here. You know what I'm saying? It don't be, I gotta bring him a briefcase every time I'm out here, you know what I mean? But some you do. Some you get at like that because they got a weak team or a weak squad. You know what I mean? It's just life, predator and prey.
Right. Because I mean, and that's kind of the problem, is that when you don't have actual police with you, you're dependent on that situation. Like,
Or you just be the one. Quick draw McGraw.